good morning. Hi. Oh my god, of course there's a hair in my— when is there not a hair in my face? Hi, good morning. I apologize in advance if my energy is a little off or I sound a little funny. I have a really sore throat. Unfortunately, I think the flu that's going around has hit my household. So it's slowly making its way through everybody in the house, and I think it's my turn. So I wanted to get this video filmed before it got too bad and I couldn't use my voice. So here I am. Hi. My voice may be coming in and out. That's fine. Hopefully it's okay with you because we don't really have a choice. And this one is another highly requested video. 50 bugs and insect crochet ideas. Now, this one was inspired by, I think I did another video similar to this where it was like fairy or fantasy or something, or like I think it was the weird girl video, and a lot of you requested a specific crochet idea videos just for bugs and insects, and here I am. I brought that to you. So for this video, I don't really have categories. They're all just gonna be in one big bug and insect category. And like always, if any of these patterns are yours and you don't want them promoted in this video, please send me an email or DM me on Instagram and I'll take them out. Everything I show you will be linked in the description box below, linked to a paid or free written or video tutorial so you can make anything I'm showing you. As always, I'm losing my train of thought. This is what happens when I'm getting sick. I just like forget everything. Oh, okay. All of these will be marked either free or paid when I show you the image, so you'll know before you have to go click if you're paying money or not. Unfortunately, this one has more paid patterns than free patterns, but there are still a good chunk of free options for you. I have everything from beginner to intermediate to advanced. Some feedback on other videos have been that you guys wanted things that weren't as beginner because I tend to cater towards beginner crocheters. So this one has a really healthy mix of all skill levels involved, and I'll let you know which ones are beginner friendly as we go along. So enough with the yapping. Let's jump into our first bug and insect pattern. Let me scooch over so that the image has some room to shine. Also, I couldn't get the little hardware off my mic this time around, so I'm gonna be holding it like from the hardware or from the mic. Sorry, I usually take it off because if I'm fiddling with it, you can hear it, but I could not get it off for the life of me. I literally spent 20 minutes trying to twist it off and it just wouldn't come off. So here we are. We're rolling with it. The first pattern I have for you is this leaf insect, either throw blanket or wall hanging, depending on how you use it. It's super cute, super long. This one's gonna be for my tapestry crochet lovers. This one is more of a funky but kind of realistic bug beetle, butterfly, or that looks like more like a moth, but this one's more so like pinning it in a shadow box. Very cute, but not as micro detailed as this next one, which is this realistic beetle, which is on a way smaller scale. This one is really cute. It's like a mini pet bundle. It has a bunch of different little things. It has a frog, a ladybug, a snail, a spider, the mushroom, the log, the little green patch. It's kind of just a cute little play set that has bugs and insects as well as some frogs and snails. So I thought that would be cute to add. There's this ladybug backpack that is meant for children. It is small. I have a bigger one later on, but this one is for the littles. And then we've got a bug, beetle, and bumble kind of bundle. It even looks like we have a little like roly-poly here, but very cute. And I love that bee. It looks like it has brushed yarn, which is something you can do to give your crochet the effect of being like fuzzy, so that's fun. I got you this ladybug applique, which you can just add to literally anything. It's not 3D, it's a flat like design, which is fun. And then I have this more intricate, gorgeous four-wing butterflies, different kinds, different shapes, as you can see in this photo, but super cute. This one's actually one that I did add to my to be crocheted list, so hopefully I get the chance to do that soon. And then I have this leaf insect pattern for you, specifically leaf insects. And then I ran across this stink bug pattern, which, thinking back, I don't think I've ever seen a stink bug in real life, but I have a fear of them. So there's that. But I feel like I fear a lot of things I've never seen. So, and then I have this magical forest critter. Now, yes, is this a real bug? No, but is this a magical bug in a fantasy world? Yeah, so I am going to include it in this. And then we have a 2 pattern bundle with these little moths and also these like moth creatures that fly on top of the moths. Very, very cute. So I have this for you. I also have this itty bitty bug bag collection, which seems like a vintage collection based off these photos. So if you're a vintage pattern lover, you're probably going to really like this one. I also have this monarch butterfly caterpillar. It's huge. I'm not sure if you could adjust it to make it a smaller scale, but if you want a huge monarch caterpillar, that one's for you. I know at least right now when I'm filming it, we're nowhere near Christmas, but I needed to include this bah humbug because depending on when you're watching this, Christmas could be coming, so I wanted to include that. We also have a banana slug with literal banana peels peeling back on the slug, which is so cute. I'm including this because I love Coraline, and in that movie there is a scene where they're hunting banana slugs, so I thought it'd just be really cute to include. Then I also have this rose maple moth. Very simple, very small. This one's going to be probably a beginner friendly one. Anything that looks anyways, yeah, that's beginner friendly. I don't really know where I was going with that thought, but this this No Sew chrysalis pattern, that's an add-on to another pattern of this creator. It's No Sew. It's beginner friendly. It looks like you're using blanket yarn, so it's soft as well. And then this one is a millipede, which I love millipedes. I think if I'm remembering correctly, the millipedes are the ones that aren't harmful, and the centipedes are the ones that can bite you or sting you. I'm not sure if it's bite or sting, but I think I have a fear of centipedes because millipedes are super cool. I've held a millipede before, but I saw a centipede crawl out of a sink in Hawaii when I was on vacation like years ago. We got an Airbnb, and it was like I was brushing my teeth and a huge centipede crawled out of the drain. So ever since then, I have a fear of that, especially in tropical climates. And when I'm showering, I have a fear that it's going to crawl out of the drain, no matter where I'm at now. So thank you to that centipede in Hawaii. Anyway, we have this cowboy worm. Very, very cute. I love a little cowboy hat with a worm. And then a Luna moth snuggler. This one's going to be more on the fantasy side of bugs and critters, but I really needed to include it because I thought it was really cute. And then this one's more so just a dragon stitch. You can use it for anything. You can make a bandana, a blanket, a baby blanket, a scarf, a top, like so many things you can do. If you learn the construction of the item, you can add this stitch to it and make whatever you want. And then I have this dragonfly keychain. Very cute, very simple, beginner friendly. You just need a couple beads and some yarn. Now this one is a little more intricate, but I love the detail on it. It's ants. I love this. I love the look of ants. Yes, I don't like ants. I don't think anybody likes ants in real life, but they are very, very cute and I love them, and they remind me of Bug's Life. Okay? Moving on. So we have this bottle fly, very fun and also beginner friendly. Nick the stick. This one's definitely going to be beginner friendly for you, and it's so cute. I stumbled across it and I knew I had to add it just because look at how adorable it is, and it has a name, which is like even cuter. You can make this big worm. Again, this one's going to be for our beginners. Very simple stitching. It looks like you're working in the round. Super, super cute. And it's a good way to get rid of your stash. You can also stuff it with your stash if you need to get rid of it. And then we have this monarch butterfly pattern. Detailed, cute. I would say maybe the step up from beginner level could do this one. And then this one as well. Maybe a step up from beginner. My throat hurts, but the show must go on, you know what I mean? I will still be making weekly videos, okay? I just have to pick the right time to film when I film okay-ish. Okay, so we have we have this funny mosquito, which is so funny, and it reminds me of is it the Bee Movie? Yeah, the Bee Movie, the mosquito from the Bee Movie. So cute. And then I have this cocoa beetle pattern. This one's my pattern. I did design this one. I just recently released it this past weekend when I'm filming this. It was like a weekend ago. When this comes out, it'll be like up for a week, but I love it. It's beginner friendly. I did walk through every single step in my pattern, including how to make the box. It also is conveniently the perfect amount to play tic-tac-toe, and I have a video of me and Dylan playing tic-tac-toe with it on the listing linked in the description. Super cute. It's from the movie Coraline. It's that scene where she's like, "Cocoa beetles from Zanzibar." I was just looking for the inspiration for this came from the movie, but I was looking for a Coraline pattern, and I was watching the movie, and I was like, oh, I want to make the cocoa beetle, so I'm looking for the pattern, and I realized no one made a pattern for it, so I decided to just go for it, and it ended up being really cute, so I decided to sell the pattern. That's just kind of how it works. I do get a lot of questions from you guys about, how do you come up with ideas for patterns and things like that, and so far, like, my two most successful patterns have been me fangirling over something and I'm looking for a specific pattern for something and it doesn't exist, so I create it. That's how it's been. So maybe try that. I'm not sure. But yeah, that is available. And so far I got my first review back from the listing today and it was 5 stars. They even showed a picture of what they made with it. Super cute. So it's definitely beginner friendly if you want to give it a shot. All right, the next one I have for you is this ladybug. Very simple, very beginner friendly. I even have a no-sew spider. So cute. Okay, so cute. So cute. Used with blanket yarn. It seems like a beginner pattern. Another easier one is this butterfly keychain. Super cute. And these dragonflies. Another beginner level pattern. So cute. I want to make those dragonflies. Now, if you are a step up from a beginner and you want to work with tiny yarn, or even doing this project with weight 4 yarn or thicker yarn might be kind of fun. You'll get a bigger project, but there's this scorpion. I hate scorpions, but I know my bug and insect lovers. Is a scorpion a bug or an insect? I think it is, right? It has a bunch of legs. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if it's a bug or an insect. It has to be, right? I don't know, it's kind of giving like snail energy, where a snail's not really a bug or an insect. No, it is. It is, because a spider is a bug or an insect. So technically. Okay, yeah. So I also have that. I also have these micro beetles if you've been wanting to try micro crocheting. And then I have this bigger ladybug backpack that's for an adult, because I did show you the kid one earlier. And then I have this simple beetle, a good beginner crochet pattern. And then this one's a little more intricate, a little more than beginner, just because of the detailing on the leaves. Leaves? What are those called? Wings? Oh my god, I can't today. My head is all jumbled. I thought this was a fly for the longest time. It's a cicada. So if you want to make a huge cicada, go for it. There is this weird subset of kids on TikTok that love cicadas, I think because they're growing up where all the cicadas were like a couple months ago. And I don't know, but if you have a kid who's obsessed with cicadas, that might be a fun one to do. And then I have this tarantula for you freaks that like tarantulas. I can't. No. That's top 10 fears are huge spiders. Little spiders and huge spiders. But tarantulas are like spiders that people keep as pets, okay? Don't even get me started. But if you're one of those freaks, that one's for you. And I love you anyway. Speaking of love, I have these love bees. Super cute. Good one for anniversaries or Valentine's Day. I know just passed, but there's another one coming in a year, so you got plenty of time. And then we have this bumblebee pattern, which I actually included this because a lot of the bee patterns that are out there are all the same shape and kind of like, you know what I'm talking about, like shape and construction. So I liked this one because it was different and a little more detailed than just the basic like cylinder look. So that one's for you. We've got a giant worm you can make with some blanket yarn. You can make these praying mantis. Super cute, super cute. I love praying mantises. Like those are like the one bugs I F with, okay? I like a praying mantis. I'll hold one of those. Don't even get me started on grasshoppers. I won't go near a grasshopper, but I will hold a praying mantis. So we have these little bug friends, technically not realistic bugs, but they're bug adjacent, so I am going to add them. And then we have a huge centipede. This one looks a little less scary than the real ones. It's not as realistic, but super cute nonetheless. And then we have a pill bug, because I can't have a bug and insect video without including a pill bug pattern. This one is made with plush yarn, like blanket yarn, and it doesn't really seem like one of those that fold into itself. I could be wrong, but I think it's more so just like a stationary pill bug that looks cute, but it's not necessarily one that rolls up like a roly-poly. If I'm correct, a roly-poly and a pill bug are the same thing. So I'm assuming this is also a roly-poly. I could be assuming wrong. Please don't come for me. The next one is this bug book. I'm including this because I have this physical copy of this book on my shelf. I haven't dove into it yet. Full transparency, I have not used it, but I was flipping through it before filming this video, and I do want to recommend it because it has a lot of like micro crochet, working with wire. So this one's a really, really, really good challenge for my people who've been crocheting for a long time and they want to be challenged, and you want to make bugs and they don't really want like a beginner level easy pattern. They really want something that they can like struggle with. I've been crocheting since I was like 16. And I'm about to be 24, so I have a lot of years under my belt, and I still haven't cracked into that book because it's so intimidating. Every time I open it, I'm like, ooh, I don't even know if I could read this, even though I could read it and understand it, but do I want to try? You know what I mean? So I haven't gotten into that book yet, but it's really pretty, and I look at it a lot. I just haven't tried to make anything from it yet. So if you do, can you tell me in the comments if it's as hard as I think it is? I'm hoping at least a few of you have tried it or made something from it, and you can let me know in the comments whether or not it's worth the struggle. If it is, let me know, and I might do a whole video of just me like attempting it, but we'll see. So the next one I have for you is a pill bug that actually rolls up, and it includes a button, so you can kind of pull the little bottom flap over the button and close it into a little roly-poly. So I wanted to give you a cute little plush pill bug that kind of just sits and looks pretty, and then one that's more of a toy or like usable, especially if you have kids. I think this is a really fun gift. Be aware of the buttons when working with kids. Don't give a toy with a button that you put on a crochet object when they're like, I think it's like 5 or below, because the odds of that button coming off are high. So don't do that. I would suggest maybe doing a bobble stitch or something like that, or even crocheting a button that's just not hard plastic. They're less likely to put it in their mouth, but that's just something to keep in mind. And then our last one is these beetles that remind me of Beetlejuice. This one is a Yarn Inspirations pattern, so it's free, but it came out around the time that the second Beetlejuice movie aired in the theaters, so I thought it was kind of because of Beetlejuice. I could be wrong, but it's just like the colors are giving Beetlejuice, but nonetheless, it's a beetle, so you can do any color with it. But I wanted to include it because it is a free pattern alternative to some of the paid ones I have in this video. So yeah, that is all of the 50 bug and insect crochet ideas. Like I said in the beginning, everything I showed you is linked in the description box below in the order that I showed it to you, linked to a free or paid written or video tutorial so you can make everything I'm showing you. Feel free to follow me over on Instagram. That's where I post about all of the patterns I come out with. I just came out with that cocoa beetle pattern. I also just like yesterday came out with a no-sew doll pattern, which is so new for me. I've never released a no-sew pattern before, but I was playing around and I ended up making these really cute dolls. I'll show you this little stop motion animation I made with them, but they're so cute. The pattern comes with 2 outfits. It comes with like a little skirt, top, bucket hat outfit, and a sweater, pant, beanie outfit, and then also of course the doll body pattern as well. Doll body is no-sew, so if you're a no-sew lover, that one's for you. And it's beginner friendly. The stitches, I think there's only 1 stitch and it's a single crochet, so you can figure it out. It's not that hard. I also give pictures and step-by-step instructions, so don't worry about it. But if that's something you want to try out, feel free to check that one out too. I'll link it at the top of the description box since the dolls aren't really part of the insect bug crochet ideas. But I did want to shout that out because I posted it on my Instagram, but I know a lot of you guys are over here, so I wanted to let you know it's out there. Other than that, comment down below if you have another crochet idea video you want me to do, and I will add it to the never-ending list of crochet ideas. Other than that, I will see you in the next video. I love you guys. Bye!